At half of the press. Well, my people, me here for drop the real news, news, reviews, everything in a one right this or right there, my people. So all I want to know to do is like up the video, share out the video, subscribe to my channel, my people. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's get right into it.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
A blessed good day to you, my wisdom warriors. Wagwan, wagwan. I hope you guys are in good spirit, my people. Taking this.
That 40 million, I built basic schools. I mean, you'd be surprised at what we achieved with that. And that was like half of 1%. Would have been
the praises of Bruce Bowling then.
Sorry?
They should be singing the praises of Bruce Bowling.
Even a stop clock is right twice a day, right?
It's something that reporters can investigate, how we collect funding and what is necessary to change and to attract the right talent. Because you're not going to get any young professional, whether in the corporation or privately, just run to practice. My first salary when I got elected, and I was a little bit naive at the time, but I went to Parliament, and when I got my first salary check, it was 1 day's work. Exactly 1 day's work.
Private practice.
Yeah. And I wasn't a consultant. I was a general practitioner, and used to agree that I was a one person. But while it is 1 day's work, everybody look at me and tell me I'm in Parliament, I'm rich. So it's an era that deserves a level of interrogation. And we should look at the Jamaican scene, examine what's appropriate for us, and just to copy something out of somewhere and allow us to recruit the best talent.
But as you talk about that in terms of the salary issue, one of the things or rationale behind the increase in salaries for members of the political directorate was to attract better candidates. Is that what's happening in the JP, for example?
We had to attract a lot of our candidates are young candidates. We recruited nearly 24, 25 people last time, so we don't have that many to recruit now. But no, the salary is a big, was made a political issue for the side, but if you compare it to the private sector, it's still not attractive, I said, for a young executive, young professional who is doing well, so to stop and come. And we have to look at that, and I'm not to be critical of what's happening or to ask public to change the view, but we'll have to do a proper review and structure of what kind of thing. It doesn't have to be a salary alone. Before you get caught, say you want more money. Parliamentarians don't have an office. You get a driver who is underpaid as secretary. And the parliamentarian who is active is the first port of call for government services. And that means you have to provide money. It means you have to direct and direct it, because a lot of things done by government are not well known. If they have a complaint, it's the first protocol. They have a child who is not doing well because they have autism. They don't have a system that identifies them. I mean, in the case, you're going to move in a direction as we look at transform the whole education process, because that's crucial today to improving our growth and increasing the wealth of the country is the productivity of education. And that's the next elephant, but that's the elephant in the room which we're going to deal with. And we can say confidently we'll deal with that going forward. But that child will know not doing well. They come to the MP's office and you begin to find a way to get them to micro. And there's no structure to get them there. So, and the office is limited. I say that lowly paid secretary and a driver. And so we have to be able to look at our political, and maybe a good way to end that, the entire political process. How we can structure it to be able to meet the demands of a developing country, which is a democracy, an open democracy, and get the best recruits you need and maintain the integrity required. So I think that's a debate and a discussion that is worth exploring. Open space.
Dr. Chan, seeing that we're on the issue of salary, you made a point that the increase under the compensation review, well, particularly parliamentarians, was to attract talent.
No, I say we need the increase to attract the talent, but we need to look at the entire office of the member of parliament.
Right, but let us look at I believe there was a backlash after the increases were announced by Dr. Clark at the time.
Significant, recognized.
Right. Now, if you had the chance to revisit that issue, would you take the same approach and would the increases be comparable? to what was done at the time.
Retroactive question is value, but I'm just raising issues that I think we need to look at the entire political process and how we finance it and manage it. So there could be change in how we approach it. But the goal you reach might have been different, it could be more, it could be less. Because I said, a member of parliament does not have a supporting structure to provide the service required. We have done nothing to improve since we've got independence, you know. And remember, the original parliamentary system involved that you started was a property owner, right? And some of them even lived overseas. And he got, the driver was a buggy driver because the Englishman who was the original, you could not expect our white property owner to be driving his own buggy in the parliament. And then the other several something to write because remember the qualification for parliament then did not include literacy. It was required for councillors. So they including their staff, a secretary could write. That was the staff, that's still the staff of a member of parliament. When a member of parliament has much broader, both legitimate responsibility as well as leadership responsibility in the community. And we need to look at how we look at the whole process and the office of the member of parliament as they serve, and on that basis you then put out the performance levels and the accountability required. And it will cost some more. You know, when I had the privilege of going to the United States on one of these government tours by all of the State Department. And I went to what maybe considered the equivalent of a member of parliament, a first-term congressman, the center of the other level. I agreed his conscience was about, I don't know, it was about 200,000. So it's maybe the size, by consider that time was 45,000 people. Sport time, but he had a staff in his district of near 300, plus a congressional staff that knew legislation in Washington of about near around 50 people. Therefore, he could do both legislative review and work and also direct people to where the government services are handling. We have never looked at government in that way, and I think because the entire compensation review, which is what Nigel Clark undertook, was looked at as a salary change. It was not. It is what is the first step to put some structure in compensation that relates to performance and required job requirement, and hopefully provide a foundation which can build out the public service. You know, the public service, it was never thoroughly discussed by the public. It was always seen as a replacement for the usual union review, which is not. It is a fundamental change in approach to public compensation. Sometimes I'm accused of getting the police a better deal. It had not to do with it. I went in there to take time to understand what was being attempted and was able to negotiate on behalf of the police. Very few people did that, including the public, commentators in the media.
When we met with the JLP representatives last week, that maybe the time has come for members of parliament to be given more resources to carry out the work that they do. For example, maybe a staff, a clerk to help with legislative issues and so on. A constituency office, fully staffed to deal with, allow people to access government resources and so on. What say you about that proposal or suggestion?
But that currently happens in part, no?
Yes.
We
In terms of the constituency office, they get
so
a
who
constituency.
pays?
Anyway, my people, we're moving on because a massive blaze is seen coming from the rear of Sherwin-Williams' head office in Whitehall, St. Catherine on Wednesday night. The cause of the fire is not yet known. Teachers and students at Yabnell International Prep School in Manchester were left grieving on Wednesday following the shooting death of 4-year-old Gia Grenell. Gia was shot dead at her home in Ingleside late on Tuesday night. The school principal, Deirdre Watt Christie, said members of the Education Ministry have visited the school. My wisdom warriors, me no know what is really happening. They only say she was shot dead at her home. When I hear nothing else, who do it? Who do it? Who killed the 4-year-old girl? Like, come on, man, we need to update us and let we know what is really going on. Because as a citizen, we are really worried and we are concerned. A 61-year-old St. Thomas resident died from injuries he suffered after being hit by a motor vehicle while walking along a roadway in the parish last night. He is Asora Stewart, a handcart operator of Bamboo River in Morant Bay. Reports are that about 9:20, Stewart was walking in the vicinity of the Morant Bay bus park when he was hit by a Toyota Noah motor vehicle that was being operated as a public passenger vehicle. John Green lost nearly $200,000 in just 3 days after falling victim to a scam on social media platform TikTok that promised him fast-track access to Canada's seasonal agricultural worker program. For days, Green said his TikTok page was flooded with advertisement from a company claiming to offer a pathway to the program that employs thousands of Jamaicans annually. The father of two said he saw an opportunity to create a better life for his family, so he recorded the number that was listed and reached out to the company. According to Observer, opposition spokesman on health Dr. Alfred Dawes is facing the prospect of a multi-million-dollar lawsuit should he not apologize Thursday and withdraw allegations he made at a media conference earlier this week. My wisdom warriors, wanna see how them bright and out order, they want to with doctor. Me not talk doctorate, you know. They want feel with medical doctor for stoop low and apologize to them. Wanna hear them something here? Wanna hear them something here? Wanna think the people are idiot? Where is the $31 million? And that we are asking, you know. Wanna need to come out and show proof. We need answers. We need answers on the out here come talk about a lie Dr. Daza tell on how una go sue him and what. Una do what una want do. Nobody not stop you. You know hear what Dr. Da say? Dr. Da say you for go on and sue him. So you come out here talk about until Thursday be a shit. Come and tell Jamaican people what you do with the $31 million. What did you guys do with the 31 million taxpayers dollar? And that we want to know when a lot of people are suffer. A lot of people are suffer. Some people cannot find food to eat. Some people cannot find food to eat and una take free taxpayer money and enrich for yourself. And una think that is okay. And we not forget an answer. And we not see evidence about this. Una need to come clean. And your wellness, you need to come clean. Una for stop thief now, a full time. We're tired of it. We're tired of it. Una take with money and do as una like and do as una please and think it's okay. Mighty God of Daniel, kupa uno to, kupa uno to. But una thief from poor people. My wisdom warriors, and another thing, to box cover. Me no see Andrew Holness and the whole of them run out attack say how poverty drop. True, because they hear we out here attack how them a thief poor people money. They say poverty drop. Where? Stop tell lie. And your honest, stop tell lie, because that is a blatant lie. Poverty no drop nowhere. You know, stop it. Stop tell lie. You think so that I gonna make you win election? You not get another term. You better start dream about it, cause you not get it. Me telling you that we the Jamaican people now allow you to run this a country no more, because all you do is enrich yourself. And alone a benefit from taxpayers' money. Seriously, while all the people hungry and want food to eat. And out here take taxpayer money and do as you like and do as you please. And when we talk about it, you get vexed and talk about lawsuit. Come and explain to us about the $31 million and that we want to know. But it's not easy. But poverty drop. Where poverty drop? You come up with a new PR that not go work. On a new PR stunt will not work. On a new PR stunt is not working. So stop talking about poverty drop by 50%. When I hear them something, my wisdom warriors, Mr. Jamaica Labour Party are the worst. Mr. They lie a frig. So the Director General of the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, Dr. Wayne Henry, expect the downward trend in the country's poverty rate to continue. You see how they lie and wicked? Director General, you have to stop it, you know? I know so no want Andrew Holness look good and all these things and you all are afraid. You have to stop it, man. You need to put Jamaica first. You need to put the people them first, man. Seriously, this is not a joke. Everything you take for games. This is not a joke, brother. Poverty is nowhere declining. Stop lying. Like literally, me can't stand no. Me say me can't wait for the JLP out of power. Mighty God of Daniel, me can't wait. And unless all we want you to do is call the election. We are wait because we're ready. My wisdom warriors, wanna tell me what you think about that? Tell me how you feel about it and put an honest opinion in the comment section. My people, we're moving on because I want to listen to Mark Golden. And this video, when I go show you, this video take place over 2 years ago. Just to let you guys know, yeah? So this video I'm about to play happened over 2 years ago. Alright, so this is the real reason why Lisa Hanna decided to leave politics. Hear this.
We were open to anything that Lisa may want to do. But at this point in time, as has been said, she was a bit fed up. Lisa is a celebrity in the Jamaican context. She was a former Miss World. She's been very active on social media. She has a large following. And she is a dynamic personality. Clearly, we would want her to continue to be active in politics on our side. So I'm not going to pretend otherwise. Unfortunately, she has had some challenges, difficulties in her constituency, which are not new. They have been going on for a long time. And we have tried to resolve them more than one time. But the situation has not resolved itself there. And she took a decision that she wasn't going to run again next time round. I met with her. She assured me of her continuing support for the party. She remains our spokesperson for foreign affairs and foreign trade. And I think, you know, how she feels about things may evolve. Right now, she has some personal things that she wants to deal with in her own life. And that she's working on, and I respect that, and I'm supportive of it. I remain on good terms with Lisa, and I'm hoping that, you know, as time passes, that she may feel once again inclined to reconsider that decision. But that's entirely up to her, and I'm not saying it will happen, but over time, people's feelings about these matters evolve.
You had no inkling this was coming?
That she would make this decision when she did? No. I was very aware of the challenges she was facing. I had actually mandated a team to go in and try and resolve those issues, which they said about a year ago. How long ago did we do that?
Less than a year.
Yeah, about 6 months, 8 months.
About 8.
Yeah.
So they're giving back their findings.
No, they entered on a reference shortly after I had, you know, we've had an officers meeting and we discussed the issues, and that was what we decided to do. They entered on the reference, they had meetings and so on, but the situation continued to be problematic. She was on our diaspora tour. You know, she came with me to the US, and she was there for both DC and New York. Donna was there for Florida and Washington. Atlanta, thank you. And Lisa joined us in DC and New York. At that time, I wasn't aware that she was planning to, or this is where she was heading. But I was aware that the problems were continuing. So when she eventually, or soon thereafter, I shouldn't really say eventually, you know, released her resignation letter, I can't say it came as a total surprise because I knew the problems existed, but I wasn't expecting her to do it or anything at that point in time, no.
I think that people tend to forget she is 47 years old and she has been this is her fourth term as a politician. If we had in fact introduced term limits, she might just not even be eligible to run again. She's a young woman. Politics is, I regret to say, a very ungrateful thing. She might return to serve, but at this time she wants a different kind of life experience. And I think that the public should understand what women go through in politics, and the fact that this might not be a sinister sort of thing, she might not be pushed out, but she might have entered into reflection about her life, what she wants to do at this moment.
Yeah.
And it might just be that.
As somebody seen as important to the party and she was having that trouble, why not attempt to relocate her to a different seat?
That has happened before.
Offers were made. You know, we were open to anything that Lisa may want to do. But at this point in time, as has been said, she was a bit fed up. I think that she had kind of come to the end of her tether with the issues that she'd been grappling with for many years in that constituency. And she had made up her mind that she wanted to do something else for a while. And, you know, we have to respect it. It's not what I want, but it's you know, it is what it is.
Jensen, these issues in St. Anne Southeast, they have been there post Seymour Mullins. Those are the same issues that got rid of Alona Samba. Those are the same issues that Lisa Hanna faced. Why is the party incapable of solving the issues in there? Because it means that a new representative for the constituency is going to face the same issues. How are you going to deal with it?
In every constituency in Jamaica, you're going to have internal issues. And let us not at this table take any other view on this matter. In every single constituency.
That seat has...
No, hold on. At the heart of some of these issues, it has to do with interaction between Member of Parliament and councils. Again, not unique to that constituency. As a matter of fact, there are other constituencies where the councillor has even defected to the other side. Nobody has said anything. With the profile of the Member of Parliament there, clearly it comes under more scrutiny. And in our own words, and I tend to agree, that the standard may even be a little bit different. Take for instance, the councillor sitter, who is councillor in the seat of Kerencia Morris, defected to the People's National Party. That has never been carried as problems within the Jamaica Labour Party. Never.
You're obfuscating now.
And Chamber.
No, I'm not.
You're not reading the Queen.
No, I am reading the Queen. It hasn't been carried as problems in the Labour Party. It has been carried that somebody defected, but it hasn't been carried to say that they are term-wise and that this constituency is total.
As long-standing as St. Anne Southeast.
For us, it's fundamental.
It's simplistic.
Is it
that
that...
long-standing issue
Is it
Southeast,
that...
which my
No,
colleague
is it
just
that you have a... No, but...
Which is not necessarily the same thing
So,
with
is it that you have an answer prepared for me that you'd like me to read? Or is it that you don't want me to answer it? No, so I'm just saying. No, so I'm saying, right? There are issues there, right? And there are long-standing issues. And that some of them did not begin with her either.
So the secretariat failed?
Successive secretariat would have taken different approaches to the matter. I can tell you that myself, along with MP Natalie Nita Garvey,
who was Lisa's campaign manager.
Yes, we went in there as a team. We sat down with them. We explained to them that this is a Member of Parliament. Her office must be respected. These are the councillors. Their office must be respected, and there needs to be at least functional cooperation between the two. My own view on the matter. At this table, let us not behave as if the persons on this side of the table are political novice. We're not. We understand the personality and how the country views Comrade Hannah and other comrades within the party. We have not taken an approach that has sought to victimize anyone. What we have taken is a big tent approach to try and make space for everyone to contribute to this process, right? And there are issues surrounding a lot of members within the party, and we're trying to treat with those. My own recommendation to the regional chair for Region 1 was for us to assemble a team to go in there to assist Comrade Hannah so that she can overcome those issues and retain that constituency for the party. That was my own recommendation to the regional chair. At no point in time did we consider removing her from the constituency or anything like that. So I just want persons to be very clear. We are not novices. We understand the implications of decisions as well.
But I think you're not answering Erica's question, which is
I'm not
given the long-standing
Yeah, but
nature of
Joe,
these problems.
I don't think the
But
issues
you
are
think
identical.
there's a panacea? You
They're
think
not
there's a
identical.
panacea?
No.
So what is to prevent a new representative from facing the similar issues?
You heard what I said that my recommendation was? First, there was a team that was assembled that went down there, and two, I said that I spoke to the region to assemble a team now of persons that enjoy the respect of both the Member of Parliament and the councillors to go down there and work through the issues to ensure that there's functional cooperation. We don't have to exist in a place where everybody are friends. What we need to exist in a place where everybody are co-workers together in the vineyard for the people.
And you perhaps don't want to upset the councillor core now because you're thinking about local.
We don't want to upset any of our members. What we want is for us to all to live together in peace.
But Joe, I don't know if to say that the situation that Balloon faced was identical to the situation that Lisa faced. I don't
Not
think
exactly, but the same players are involved.
the same players are involved, but they're different issues. And you know, interpersonal conflicts are driven by the personalities of the people involved. I don't think you can assume that everybody who is in that seat will have the same set of conflicts. It depends on the relationships they're able to build with the party organization on the ground. You know, as I said, I would have been happy for Lisa to, if she was willing to go to another seat, we would have found another seat for her because we recognize her value.
So my wisdom warriors, wanna hear what go on from what I go on, wanna tell me what you think about this. Like and share out the video, subscribe to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome my people. I want to run go over to my other channel. It is called PNP News Round. Subscribe and get me to 5K. Blessings upon blessings. One love.
We're not going to false promise. On the things that we are putting back in the office. On the things that we are novice. On the better listen to this. Vote them out cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them promptly people just vote them out cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, we have to tell them promptly. Cause when they win them a go dump way. Marky G, you know you the people them really want to see a great leader who will talk to we. Put on the boat and go, they go walk to we. Yes, go march to we. Because we have some guy with them on a intention, leading the country in the wrong direction. That's why we come to make we own a selection. This we are gonna do when in call the election. Vote them out cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out cause when they win them a go dump way. So we are tell them promptly people just vote them out cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them